Welcome to Horrify.world's Madness Marathon. To celebrate Halloween, the Horrify.world crew has made the Madness Marathon Halloween calendar. Every day we open a door, and behind every door is a recommendation for a free horror game that you should play. 31 days, 31 recommendations, hours of fun. And on the 31st, we have a special surprise for you. But enough talk, let's see what hides behind today's door.
Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, formerly known as Spooky's House of Jumpscares because some unrelated mobile developer team contested the name. What the hell? I think it's kind of funny because the company isn't known for anything else other than contesting the name from Spooky's House of Jumpscares. And, you know, some shitty coffee break mobile games. It's a pretty popular game these days. But it has been on my list of games to look at for the last 7 years. They did something similar in Myst, Alan Wake, and Spooky's House of Jumpscares. The latter being a game I may want to do as well sometime. So, I guess now is as good as a time as any to take a look at it for Horrify.world's Octoberween calendar. Originally released in July 2015, this is a free horror game made by Akumakira, the same person that also made Lost on Vivo, another pretty decent horror game. But this was one of Akumakira's earlier works that even got a Unity remake years after the fact, and personally, I can see that Akumakira evolved a lot since then. From what I can tell, the Unity remake adds full 3D models, some more variety, and some neat extra stuff, and just very recently even got VR support, and that's always a plus. If you haven't had a chance to try VR yet, it's super easy to underestimate the impact it has on a game in terms of immersion. It's like night and day. So if that's something you're interested in, I know I am, it may be worth your time. The paid DLC for the free version even comes bundled in the new remake. And there's also this option about building your own mansion that, from what I can tell, has never been touched from when it was released in 2017. But while the HD Unity Update remake is probably the definitive version now, with its fancy new graphics, built-in DLC and extras, let's take a look at the original free version, shall we? So, the game begins and you enter this mansion where this cute ghost girl called Spooky greets you.
And this is my home.
And I immediately love this. It's no secret that I have a soft spot for cute ghosts. The object of the game is to make it through 1,000 rooms. Jesus Christ, isn't that a little bit too... Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a little bit embarrassing. I thought this was a horror game. And I guess it kinda is. As you make your way through more and more randomly generated rooms, get the occasional jump scare, things begin to feel a little off. The music changes, strange sounds start appearing, and these letters that hint towards something deeper going on show up. And then, eventually, actually scary monsters appear. But I kinda wish it would have happened more gradually. Here, I'll show you the exact moment the transition between cute and scary happens. And that's pretty much it. This is the whole game. You walk through 100-ish random rooms to a couple of really cool scripted rooms, and then run from what they call specimens. If you haven't played this game, I don't want to spoil the different specimens there are, but let me tell you that there are so many cool different specimens there. Like I said, you usually find them in these scripted rooms, and that serves as a great introduction to them, which I think is great, but there's also another problem that comes with it. While the specimens do have kind of different mechanics going on, they rarely become relevant or dangerous. You just use the same tactics of keep running and you're fine. And then you just keep doing that over and over and over again, running through 1,000 rooms. Yeah, Spooky wasn't kidding. You actually have to play through 1,000 rooms. And it just keeps repeating with different specimens showing up. And I hate to say it, but it kinda becomes old fairly quickly. As you make your way deeper into the mansion, the actual nature of the mansion itself becomes clearer, and the storyline is actually quite a cool concept. I also like how at first the cute cutouts kinda startle you because you don't expect them, and then you get used to them and they don't startle you as much anymore. And then while you're running from actual monsters, the cute jump scares actually start to stall you again sometimes. But yeah, in the end, I can personally say that I really enjoyed how the game is starting cutesy and then descends into the creepiness little by little. However, while it is kinda cool, it could have been executed way better. The switch happens fairly early and fairly quickly, and doesn't really evolve that much beyond that. Despite the fact that they have 1,000 rooms to make a cool, more gradual transition. For me personally, this game is at least 600 rooms too long for this kind of gameplay. And while the different specimens do have cool powers, and their environments and they themselves look really awesome, you barely notice it just running through the rooms at max speed. I gotta say that in this case, VR really helps to appreciate your environments more. The coolest parts are the unique scripted rooms that let you explore the specimens more closely. However, those are few and very far between. I get that they were trying to mix calm moments to catch your breath with tense moments that get your blood pumping, but the problem is that these calm moments aren't interesting, and you'd rather just get them over with after you've seen the same room for the 100th time. The DLC for this game, however, is very good. Better music, better atmosphere, better gameplay, and all in all, it's just a way better game. Even if only because they entirely consist of scripted rooms. The base game is mostly just this. For like 80% of the time. But there is a lot of cool things about this game too. The specimens, for example, are an homage to a lot of different horror monsters, and a love letter to horror and gaming fans alike, and I think I can only think of maybe 4 or 5 different games that even attempted this kind of style. I think it's fair to say that this is a very unique take on the horror game genre, where cute things become creepy over time that hasn't been explored that much. Although, a little bit more than driving horror games. All in all, in my opinion, if you have any love for horror video games, you will find at least something that you like about this game.
I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've enjoyed the game in the video. Remember to go visit Horrify.world tomorrow and every day after for the remainder of October. You know, to see what other great free games are out there. From all of us here at Horrify.world, stay extra spooky during this month and take care.